Hello everyone, this is actually 100 and welcome back to another video. Now today I've got a deck profile on a blind second Madolche, which I recently got top 8 at the SEMO and MBT PPG Weekend Championships number 4, I believe. So I'm just going to go through the deck and explain some of my choices slightly in depth. So hopefully we see why I've built the deck, how I've built it. Starting off, we've got one copy of Dino Wrestler Pankratops. Basically the point of this deck is any of your Madolches that you're playing 3 of, you draw them, you can OTK. So what you want to do is, you want to go second, opponent's going to do whatever they do, and you just need to bait out all of their negates before you go for the Madolche play. And Pankratops is a card that's good at that, because obviously, it's going to be popping something, so either against backer decks and decks that make monster negates, it's good against both of those, because obviously you can pop either of them. It's also a body, which is sometimes useful for OTKing. Maybe if your opponent's got too many monsters, like 6 or 5, I don't know. And you can only shuffle so many things with Tiara in, so sometimes you might need an extra monster. Also, there's a small chance you can play around Nibiru with it. This and like 3 Madolches is OTK if your opponent's got no board. And Pankratops is also the only way in the main deck to allow Hootcake to be a starter for the combo. Unless your opponent destroys a Gamma or whatever, but yeah, it's not happening. Then next for the Madolches, I got triple Angeli, 2 Hootcake, triple Mag, double Messenger Gelato, triple Petting, and a Pudding Cess. I think this is pretty standard. There are some funny things you can do going first if you want to play like Butler Rusk. So I can add Secret Village, but yeah, going second. We aren't trying anything. Just what we need to kill people, basically. Hootcake's only a 2 because it's hard to use it as a starter, as I said. The only thing is Pankratops, and so it's only like a starter like past the first turn, basically. And then next up, I got one Nibiru. So I have Nibiru in Sphere mode in here. Originally I had 2 Nibiru, 2 Sphere mode, but I wanted 4. Well, I wanted 4, which is why I put 2 and 2 of that kind of card. But in the end, I decided Nibiru wasn't as good as Sphere mode, because against some Adamantipator, it doesn't do as much. If they make the negate, you're like, I can't do anything, which is not so good. So that's why I'm just playing one Nibiru and triple Sphere mode. Nibiru can also help again with the same things as I mentioned with Pankratops with killing people, but yeah. And then I'm playing 3 Cypher Gate Gamma. The point of this is that you don't want to put monsters in the graveyard, because, well, that does let you use Hootcake, that stops using Petting, which is more important because you have 6 Pettings, but only 2 Hootcakes. So that's why Gamma is the hand trap of choice. Gamma is also probably the most impactful hand trap, gets the negate and the destruction. And then I'm playing 3 Sphere, as I mentioned already with Nibiru. Sphere definitely has more impact against Adamantipator's. It's not as good against other things, but, pretty much no one's going to be playing around Sphere mode. So, unless they know you've got it. Sphere mode is, good in Madolche because of the new card, Salon, which gives you the extra normal summon. So, basically this or Petting is still combo. So it doesn't matter that you've lost your normal summon. I don't know with 50 cards, but with the 40 cards, which is what I had originally, but then I added more stuff. It's approximately 60%, slightly higher, maybe slightly less, because I didn't account at drawing Salon and a Madolche. Just kind of drawing Salon, but being able to play after it, which is good enough when you're definitely going to lose if you don't do anything to the Adamantipator board. And let's see, I've just got Driver. Obviously, you need Driver with Gamma. I draw this card all the time. It's not fun. And then for the spells, we got triple Call By. This deck's combo is actually really fragile, so you need the Call By to bait out their hand traps. So stuff like Ash, DD Crow can also ruin you, and it's also good against stuff like Golden Lord and Block Dragon. So Call By's pretty good. And then I've got triple Cyclone just for backer decks. Backer decks are harder than monster decks, because you don't know what the negates they've got with the monster decks you do. So, yeah. And Cyclone's just better than Twister, because of the previously mentioned don't want to put monsters in the graveyard thing. And then I've got triple Dark Ruler, same thing as Sphere Mode. Against Adamant Spades, if you don't do anything, they're going to ruin you. You can't kill them with Dark Ruler, unfortunately. But, you can clear their board, set up a wall, hopefully they don't kill you, and then you're definitely good to kill them on the next turn. And then it's good against other decks like Dinosaurs or whatever else they're spinning out big boards going first. And then got triple Lightning Storm. This really helps against the back row decks. Because before Lightning Storm, you had like Cyclone and stuff. But Storm can just clear it all, and you don't have to care about it. Also, some people just aren't going to play around it, so you can also maybe screw people by blowing up their monsters too. So it's quite nice. And then I've got that for the Madolche spells, 2 copies of Chateau, 3 copies of Salon, and 1 copy of Ticket. As playing 2 Chateau, it's not needed, but sometimes you just want the extra Chateau to shuffle stuff in, otherwise you wouldn't be able to play. So it's useful. Salon is one of the new cards, which gives you an additional normal summon. And that's helpful for playing through interrupts, so if you're like summon Mag and they ash me, then I can Salon for an Angeli and keep playing. And then the second effect is when a Madolche is shuffled in or added to my hand, I can set a Madolche spell trap. I have to set a Madolche spell trap from my deck to the field. That being mandatory is really bad, by the way. Because if you've already got Ticket and you've got Promenade, you have to set Chateau. So that means if you have Chateau on the field already, you're going to get rid of your own Chateau just to set the other one, which is normally not good. It's also bad for another reason. So if you have Chocolat, this will have to be Chainlink 1, and Chocolat will have to be Chainlink 2, because that's optional and this is mandatory. So if you summon Messenger Lat off the Chocolat, it will miss timing, which is not very good. And then lastly is Ticket. I think Ticket's a better card than Chateau. You just need 1 Ticket to do the combo sometimes. I won one of my rounds literally just because of Ticket. I Nibiru'd an Adamant Sphere board, I think. And he ended just with IP and a monster to make Unicorn. I activated this. Did a bit of a combo, and then he's like, oh, he saw Hoot Cake, shuffled it in. But because I had Petting on the field, with Ticket, I just summoned it back out and won. Then I've got Mind Control. It's the same thing as Pancratops, just a way to pay out and negate. Also, maybe you can entertain Boral sorting people if you steal their Link 2s. Or if you steal like a level 4, you can maybe try and make a rank 4 and then do your play. Like if you've got Mag and you steal one of the level 4s, you can make Tornado Dragon, pop a back row, and then do petting stuff. And then we've got Triple Extravagance. Apart from these 3, the extra deck is pretty superfluous, so just a way to draw more cards to negate stuff. Or your opponent's pretty likely to negate this, so another way to pay out and negate. Then for the traps, I got 3 impermanents. Again with Gamma, it's just the hand trap that doesn't go to the graveyard. So that's why you play it. And it's also alright going first, because if people are good, they will make you go first. So you need some things to go first, and this is one of them. Then I've got 1 copy of Promenade, which is the other new card. So basically you can bounce summon Madolche from field or graveyard to negate a card your opponent controls. So this is not just monsters, it's also good on spells and traps. So if you set this and they try like Lightning Storm or evenly you can negate that, which is pretty nice. It's also pretty useful against Dinosaurs if they play Lost World, and you have to use this on the Lost World because Lost World turns off your Glass Souffle. And Glass Souffle is pretty good because you can shuffle in the miscellaneous sauruses and stuff. And also make your Hoot Cake unaffected from UCT. And it can't be just from a battle ever because you summoned it with Angeli. So it leaves you with something on board if they drop the UCT on you. And lastly, I've got 1 copy of Red Reboot. Again, it's just like Lightning Storm, screw back Red stuff. And also it stops Imperm. Because Imperm can also stop you like Ash can. And then for the extra deck, I got 1 copy of Scythe Frame Lord Omega. It's just something you can summon with Gamma and Driver if you're not OTK'd someone. And you've used it on your turn. And then for the Madolche XYZs, I've got 3 Chocolat, 3 Tiara, and 3 Glass Souffle. Just 3 of them just for the extravagance, as long as you keep one of all of them, you're fine. So you should be good most of the time. Then I'm playing one Baguska and one Tornado Dragon. The reason for this is if you go like summon mag, search petting. Well, someone was smart, they're not going to ash your mag because if you have petting in hand already, ashing mag does nothing. So you go mad at petting, special petting, and then when you go to summon from deck, they might ash there. So if that happens, you're not under petting's restriction of only summoning Madolches. So that lets you make Tornado or Baguska, just to have something. That's also pretty good against Mech Knights if they make you go first, because you don't want a full combo, because then you set up a bunch of zones for them to summon Mech Knights with and stuff. So you just make a Tornado Dragon, and you can get rid of one of their zones, and you have something up at least. Or Baguska if you want to stop it like Alistair or something. Then I've got one Bottle Sword. If I get made to go first, I'd summon a bunch of monsters, like build a wall. And then I can Bottle Sword OTK them on my next turn. You can also, with Mind Control, I think I said before, maybe like make Bottle Sword if you're still there, link to. It's an option. And lastly, 2 fresh Sistards. This card is nowhere near as useful as the XYZ, so that's why I've only got 2 of it. But sometimes you need it to win. I think I summoned it maybe twice. It's just put monsters in grave, basically. Sometimes you just need to put monsters in grave. And this is just the way to do it. If you go first, it's more useful, because it's a combo where you make Glass Souffle and then you make this afterwards, and that gets you all your Madolche Spelling Traps. But I think I'd rather build a wall, so just have more monsters than do this, so I've not done it, but it's a combo. Then for the side deck, I'm playing the Artifact Engine, so 1 Scythe, Triple Sanctum. When you get made to go first, if you think they make you go first, you side these in. Basically, just the point of this is to stun them for a turn, so you can kill them. So this is the Sanctum and the Triple Pointer for the same reason. And also you can appoint to get rid of Nibiru. Which is like one of the only ways to play around Nibiru. Maybe Prohibition is a good card that can play around Nibiru. But yeah, who knows. Then I got 3 copies of Droll and Lockbird. Of all the hand traps that do discard, Droll is probably the most impactful, like the most likely to make someone not make a good enough a board or just skip their turn entirely. Especially against Emancipators with the Go-Go stuff. If they got like pick up, add Para, and you draw them, they're like, can't do anything. With the Go-Go stuff anyway, and they can't block Dragon you. So they're probably not going to have a good time. So I think Droll's probably the best for that. And then I just got the extra Nibirus. And lastly, I've got 3 copies of Evenly Matched. This is for back row decks if you are going second. Because obviously you're not going to need the Sphere Mode, the Nibiru, the Dark Ruler. So it's just you pick which one of those you want to get rid of. And you throw those in as some of the options. Yes, that's pretty much been the deck. Spin Jackson 100, signing off. Have a good day.